Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, you hear Prime Minister Scott Morrison, he talking in society, TV. He say he's going to give them society to make free, to give them freedom. We're going to collect this freedom to give them society. His country is the first country around the world. You believe we was talking true? He was use propaganda. He was not talking true. He was use society Australia propaganda. You to believe he want to give you freedom. And after he say he want to protect society bullying social media. And he saying he'll go to Indonesia to do campaign President Widodo. And he promise you President Widodo he'll support him, he'll follow him. Now this he was use bullying social media propaganda. Is not protect society bullying to social media. Him he wants to gain social media. Him to have power to bullying more bullying, big bullying to social media. Society to start to be separated with the social media. Him he against social media. He's not against bullying society to social media. He want him to have power to bullying, big bullying to social media, to use the bullying tools to social media. To make separate society to social media. Like he makes separate society not to close each other everywhere. Sex harassment, sex trafficker, sex contact. Now this is he wants to go to Indonesia to do campaign this. He want to go to Indonesia to do propaganda. President Widodo na him to thinking this man he give me advisor. This he going to do to social media to get social media he protect bullying. They are not going to protect society Australia. They are not going to protect society Indonesia. They are not going to protect people government Australia. And they are not going to protect government Indonesia. Him he have his interest. He uses this propaganda. He wants to use it to President Widodo propaganda na him to follow him. Why you hear na him he say he follow him. Now I want to tell you why he wants to go to Indonesia to make him propaganda. To think he can follow his interest. Him to have, to think he can living, he control women, his pussy. Him to have, to control these parts and the many penny. This is his interest. He wants to destroy social media. When he finished to destroy social media, you society, you are not going to talking again freedom. I give you what he want to going to go to Indonesia to talking there to do propaganda there.
One Nation are just the enemy of health workers and officials who would have to clean up after the outbreak. Everybody pays for COVID-19. Every day we have to deal with lockdown and restrictions is a day when a business goes bust, a family breaks down in despair, and a person takes their own life. The way out of lockdowns and restrictions is vaccinations because there is nothing else on the table. Let's be honest about that. It's how we protect ourselves, and it's how we protect each other. It's how we stand together. It's how we fight back. It is the only weapon we have. And we need to do everything we possibly can to keep ourselves safe, our kids safe, our grandchildren safe, and our friends and family. That's what we need to do. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made. They have to be made. You are patriots. We should be celebrating vaccinated Australians. You're fighting for our freedoms, to take control of our lives again. That's what you're doing. And good on you. It's a proud day for you today, and so it should be. Good on you for showing the courage to do so.
Brothers and sisters, this is the propaganda he wants to go to Indonesia to make propaganda. President Widodo, he would follow him, and President Widodo, he would not to understand his interest. He would thinking this there be thinking when he's talking with him this there be his interest, President Widodo. And in the Prime Minister, him his interest. I don't want to leave pussy women. He want to control pussy women and to control many people. They are his interest. He's not going to give you freedom. He's not going to give you freedom choice. And he's not going to protect you family violence. And he's not going to protect you distress. And he's not going to protect you in the fire, and he's not going to protect you in the water. He wants to destroy social media, this all to social media, society not to have power to publish this abuses government, not to take responsibility to protect his society. I'm going to attack a link. You follow this link all. Listen to this all link. And share with your friend. And share with the all society in Indonesia and na President Widodo. Him to know when he comes there to know his interest. He will show him this interest. He wants to show him this interest to President Widodo. President Widodo to believe this, and the Prime Minister, his interest is I don't want to take responsibility to protect society distress. He is scared of social media. He knows when social media they change, they put the government in society. Now he knows police they have power. And he know every government, party government, every office they have power. Is not going to have power to abuse them. Now this is they want to take him to Indonesia to do campaign. Now he knows when he is not give them freedom society, not corruption them puts and pin. He know society they change government, they change party, they put in the government in society. And he know when they go in society, is not going to have power to abuse anybody. He know police they have power, and he know the soldiers they have power. He know every office government they have power them herself. Now this is their interest to destroy social media. Always he wants to destroy social media. How is he used social media with bullying? Now listen another video. I'm not going to talking before I was talking another link. I'm going to touch all link. You follow all of this link.